Welcome to this video presentation here at Wimbledon Carriage Company. Here we have the BMW X1 on a 70 plate. I'm going to start off firstly by showing you around the outside of the vehicle, and then we'll hop in and run through some of the controls on the inside. From the outside, you can see it's a 5-door car with alloy wheels and tinted windows. We're going to start off inside the boot area first. The tailgate on this car will open electronically. You can either do that from the key or from the tailgate itself. As we approach the back of the car, you'll then see we have reversing sensors. Plenty of boot space along with the 3 individually folding rear seats, should you wish to increase this space even further again. Okay, so we're just going to work our way back around to the front of the car. And then, as I mentioned, we'll hop in and run through some controls on the inside of it from there. Now that we've done a full circle though, the first thing you can see is the alloy wheels. They are all in pristine condition, as is the bodywork the whole way around the car. Just briefly before we climb in, I think it's well worth seeing the interior from this exterior point of view. There's plenty to run through on the dashboard, so let's hop in and we'll do that now. Okay, now that we're inside the car, we're going to start with the dials. Over on the left-hand side, we have the speedometer and fuel gauge. On the right-hand side, the rev counter. In the middle at the bottom, the total miles of the car are 17,304. You can change information displayed above that by pressing a button on the end of the indicator stalk for various bits of trip computer, fuel economy information, and the digital readout for the speedometer that you see being displayed now. If we back out to the steering wheel next, on the left-hand side, we have cruise control and speed limiter. On the right-hand side, we have our stereo and phone controls. The minus and plus paddle so that you can change up and down a gear manually with this automatic gearbox. And then into the center, the main screen for the car. So the movement I'm making on the screen there is being done using the iDrive system, which is essentially this dial. The buttons that surround it will take you to certain menus, for example, the main menu, which is the one that we were on initially. You can also use the touchscreen if you wish to. Whichever works best for you. When it comes to our audio, we have DAB, FM and AM radio. We have Bluetooth audio as well, USB input, and then down the bottom here, you can pair your phone and make various adjustments to sound settings, so bass, balance, treble, fader, etc. You can also pair your phone under the communication heading. We have satellite navigation, really nice, clear color display. Very, very easy system to use ultimately. You can then access connected drive, so certain BMW friendly apps, for example. You have a vehicle settings menu on there as well. And if I pop the car into reverse, you'll see the full color reversing camera and a visual guide to the front and rear sensors as well. Working our way down, the main volume for your stereo, and then dual zone climate control. So you can adjust the passenger and driver temperature. You can increase and decrease the fan speed. You can determine where you'd like the air distributed once it enters the car. Once you're happy with those settings, your air conditioning is on at the minute, so that's off. Back on again, or hit auto. The car will then take full control of the fan speed for you and the direction of the air to maintain those temperatures. Press auto again, and you'll go back to whatever setting you had that on previously. We have a heated driver and passenger seat, both of which have 3 separate heat settings each. 2 cup holders. USB input or a 12-volt charging socket underneath there as well. The gear lever for the fully automatic gearbox. You can turn your traction control off, parking sensors off, downhill brake control on and off, and you can change the driving setup of the car. So you're able to put the vehicle into sport, comfort, which is your everyday driving, and Eco Pro as well. The last thing I wanted to mention is the panoramic glass roof. There is a sunblind that you can open up all the way to the back of the rear seats, which, as you can see, will let in a huge amount of extra light to this cabin area. But if you wish to, you can also open this front section as a full sliding sunroof as well. Last thing I wanted to mention is the paperwork we have for the vehicle. So firstly, you can see the V5 registration document showing it's a one-owner car from new. In the envelope here is the spare key, so 2 keys in total. And here we've done a printout of the information that you can access on the actual screen for the car itself, which shows the service history 2020, 21, 23 and 24 as well there. All that leaves me to say is thank you for taking the time to watch this video. If you'd like to come and see the car for yourself and have a test drive, or you'd like a live bespoke video tour, please feel free to give us a call here at Wimbledon Carriage Company. We'd love to hear from you soon.